Orange out here at the Carrier Dome. Two teams look to build off dominating wins last week. A young Wake Forest team comes north behind a quarterback who had a career game last Thursday, while Syracuse counters with a freshman who will be making his first ever collegiate start. It's only week 2, but we have a critical game for both teams as we dive into conference play. Today, the Demon Deacons of Wake Forest come rolling into Syracuse to take on the Orange. And hello again, everybody. I'm Tim Brand along with Dave Archer. Glad to have you along for the first conference game of the year. These are two very young teams. As a matter of fact, two coaches trying to build programs. Both have aspirations of bowl games. That makes this game huge.
Well, you hear coaches say that all 12 games are big, but this one certainly, with a conference game this early in the season, it's a big, big game for both teams.
No question about it. Let's talk about the quarterbacks because they are young. All right, we start with Wake Forest. We talked about a guy who came in last year, took his lumps, got better as the season went on. He looks pretty good now. I know you think he's doing better on tape when you watch him, John Wolford.
Well, when you look at Wake Forest, there weren't a lot of shining moments last year on offense for head coach Dave Clawson. One of them was the quarterback. He did take his bumps a year ago, but with an off-season conditioning program and that experience, they have a bigger, stronger, more experienced and more confident quarterback, and it showed up big time on opening day against Elon as he threw for 3 touchdowns, 323 yards, and this twisting, dynamic 70-yard scramble run for a touchdown. Now, it's nice to have familiar faces to throw it to, and he's got one of the best in the country. Cam Serenay led all freshmen with 54 receptions, the tight end spot. In fact, that was number 3 in the country. He's a tough matchup for anybody.
Syracuse comes into the season with high hopes, and Terrell Hunt, their veteran, time-tested veteran at quarterback, he goes down. He got hurt last year with a broken leg. Now he's out with a ruptured Achilles. So true freshman Eric Dungey comes in. This time last year he was playing high school ball.
Yeah, he was. In fact, he made a visit in November here, and it was Terrell Hunt that helped recruit Eric Dungey here to Syracuse, and now Dungey steps in. And when you talk about Eric Dungey, what is he? And they don't really know. They just know that he handled his business last week extremely well. He came in, ran the offense with a lot of efficiency. He did not turn the football over, and he showed some of that athleticism that you like. He is a true freshman, and they're expecting some mistakes, but he played extremely well last week, and there are a lot of freshmen on the field. In fact, he's going to hand it to one today, and Jordan Fredericks, who had a big day a week ago as well, over 100 yards. And there's freshmen all over the field today.
Talking about freshmen, let's go down to our rookie on the field, Roddy Jones. Roddy?
Guys, it might be my first ACC game on the sidelines, but one guy who's been through the gauntlet in ACC play is senior linebacker Brandon Chubb for Wake Forest. We had a chance to talk to defensive coordinator Mike Elko, and he said that Brandon's a playmaker, that he finds the football no matter what, and that he's a vocal leader of this defense. And that production showed up on the field with 109 tackles last year. Now, Syracuse thinks they've got a pretty good one in the middle, and sophomore captain Zaire Franklin. Pretty impressive this guy is. After talking to him and seeing him on the field, I think he's got a chance to be pretty special, guys.
Well, sophomore captain, only 4th time in Syracuse history a sophomore has been voted as a captain of the football team.
Wake Forest won the toss, elected to defer. Syracuse will have it first. No return. Esteem takes it deep in the end zone, decides, that's all, brother. Let's bring it out, get the best field position we can, and start this game on a positive note. There he is. There's your quarterback, Eric Dungey.
He was an amazing player in high school, and most of these kids are coming out of high school. They have monster numbers, and you can see Eric is no different. Out of Oregon, a little place called Lake Oswego. I don't even know how to say Oswego. Is that what you were going to say?
Lake Oswego.
There you go, Lake Oswego. It's a little hilltop area. He was outstanding in high school, and boy, did he show a lot of poise last week.
First down, Syracuse. Quick pass, flanker screen, 101. This is Esteem. He's got speed, gets it out close to a first down. He'll be a yard short. ACC football is brought to you in HD by your local Tire Pros dealer. Win a VIP trip for 2 to the ACC Championship and Continental Tires, all at TireProsSweepstakes.com.
Good quick throw to Esteem. Esteem had 10 receptions, only 10 a year ago. He was banged up some last year. They're expecting big things out of Grizzly Esteem this year.
Long one. They bring it off the left side. Big hole. This is Morris. Morris picks up a few. He's definitely got the first down. That'll move the chains. Take a look at our impact players, brought to you by Food Lion.
Well, Syracuse offensively, Steve Ishmael, sophomore wide receiver, big target for the young quarterback at 6'2", had 27 catches a year ago. He had some injury issues as well. And up front, Evan Foy, he slides from right tackle to left tackle. Now, he has a lot of experience. He missed 6 games a year ago, but he's a solid big-time player on that blind side.
As Steve and Lewis go to the top of the screen. Quick drop, 3 steps, quick out. That's Paris, the tight end. Another big gainer for the Orange.
Paris's first catch on the year. He had 9 a year ago, and they'd like to see the tight end be a bigger part of what's going on. And he does a nice job of slipping in the flat. Wake Forest did not take care of business on that outside. There's Brandon Chubb, the guy Roddy Jones was talking about. He is a run and hit guy. Got there a little bit late. Nice 9-yard pickup.
Jambion made the tackle along with, as you said, Chubb. And you're right, he runs to the football as well as anybody on this field. Big hole, left side, around the corner. That's Lewis, Ben Lewis with a big gainer. And another first down for Syracuse.
Show a little dive option right out of the box. This is something they did not show a week ago against Rhode Island, but they run dive option. Good job by Steve Ishmael on the outside blocking. And Lewis is up the field for a first down. Excellent job of mixing in something new. That's something that Wake Forest had not seen.
The safety for Wake Forest, the whip. Ryan Jambion's getting a workout. That was a pickup of 17. First down, Orange. Straight ahead, Morris. 6'3", 190-pound junior, bangs his way forward. Hunter Williams first to get to him.
There's our Food Lion impact players on defense for Wake Forest. This is a good set of linebackers. Hunter Williams, a great story, walk-on player, and now one of the top tacklers on this defense. And Jambion, the guy you've mentioned already, Tim, a couple of times, led this team in tackles a year ago. In fact, the last 2 seasons, started 25 consecutive games.
Impressive opening drive for the young quarterback and his team. Avant comes into the ball game. He's at the bottom of your screen right here. One-on-one coverage down low. They go right side. This is an up-tempo offense. Morris. This time he's held for a gain of 1.
This is what Wake Forest needs to do, is force some third down situations and put the young quarterback under the gun a little bit. This is an offense at Syracuse that only converted last year. Now, obviously, Eric Dungey was not the quarterback, but only 34% of the time did Wake Forest convert on Syracuse convert on third down.
Chris Stewart, Zach Rodney, Josh Banks, Wendell Dunn, all in on that last tackle. Lewis and his team now go to the top of the screen on 3rd and 7. Backside, field side, sack. First sack of the game.
Boy, Thomas Brown came out of the secondary, Tim, did an excellent job of creating pressure. Really good job of standing in there by Dungey. Now, good protection initially. And Brown kind of sifts his way through once Dungey held the ball that long, but really good job by Syracuse initially, but then Wake Forest, excellent coverage on the back end, forces the young quarterback to pull it down, and Brown makes the play out of the secondary.
Riley Dixon into punt for Syracuse. He'll try to pooch this. 5 punts, 42-yard average. Doesn't want that here, just wants to get it up inside the 20. High end-over-end kick, taken at the 10. Fair catch made by Hines. Tabari Hines with a fair catch. Ernie Davis standing proudly outside the old hall as they touch his boot, shine his shoes every Saturday. Late arriving crowd, but they're coming in now on a rainy day in Syracuse. The Orange has won 3 of the 4 all-time matchups against Wake Forest.
Well, we talked about Wolford in the opening. He's a guy that trial by fire had to play all 12 games. Not a lot of people around him, but he's bigger and stronger because of off-season work, and they like the way he started last week.
Wolford, 6'1", 205-pound sophomore. They're going to try to go quickly. Nothing there. Absolutely nothing.
Boy, he fumbled the football in the snap, Tim, and John Raymond did a good job, the nose tackle, to make the plays. You look at the Food Lion impact players. Cam Serenay, big-time player. We talked about him. He's an outstanding player. He's a tough matchup for a DB or a linebacker. And then up front, 2 redshirt freshmen. One is Phil Haynes, Haran, the other one on the left side. They've got 2 redshirt freshmen starting to tackle.
This is not an old series. They first played in 2006. Wake Forest has lost 3 straight to the Orange. Quick give straight ahead to Robinson, and Robinson has nowhere to go. Boy, he played a lot as a freshman and earned a start in the last game against Duke last season.
Now, Ferris Bennett, the linebacker, is going to come off the backside. He's going to come down. They don't account for him in the blocking scheme. He's away from the play, but good flow down the backside by Ferris Bennett. Expect a bootleg at some point to come back his direction.
3rd down and 10. Hines and Brent go wide for Wake Forest.
This is where Syracuse gets exotic with their blitz pattern. See a lot of different people around the line of scrimmage for Syracuse.
Wolford reads the blitz, comes out and calls the offensive line for their pickups. Drops, throws, complete. Up near the 1st down. It'll be close. Looks like he made it. KJ Brent with the catch. Pickup of 11. They'll move the chains. Big time play by Wolford.
Excellent poise to sit in the pocket. 4-man rush. Brent, the transfer, comes in from South Carolina. Graduate transfer, makes the catch right at the sticks, and then a nice job of working just beyond the 20-yard line to get that 1st down.
John Wolford accounted for 4 touchdowns last week. 20 of 27. Quick give where the running game has nothing. Isaiah Robinson's, he's thinking those guys are in the backfield with him. Donnie Simmons with the tackle.
Well, this is an active defensive front. Simmons and Thompson are the 2 outside guys, but we talked about Zaire Franklin, a sophomore, just the 4th sophomore to be named a captain on his football team. And you get a chance to talk to him, you understand why. Guy is very mature. And you look at Ron Thompson, he's one of those edge guys. We just saw Simmons make a play. They're very active at the defensive end spot.
2nd and 10 for John Wolford. Looks to the sideline as they check into the play. 2nd down and 11. Throws to the back. And Robinson.
Well, they got a signal from the sideline. It's going to be zone coverage. They wanted to get the back into flat with a curl over the top. Good job of popping out in the flat, but look at the pressure. We talked about the activity of the front 4, particularly their edge players. Ron Thompson is that guy. 3 sacks, 7 tackles for loss a year ago.
Dave Clausen looking at a lot of orange. 3rd down and 8. Again, he calls the line. Wolford now goes back. Play clock down to 4. Throws a dangerous pass and is picked off. Bennett with the pick.
Boy, an excellent pressure play by Marquez Hodge. He's the guy that's going to come clean, number 33. We talked about the linebackers and how active they are. 33 comes through, gets enough of Wolford to where he flutters the pass out. And Bennett, who has already made 2 plays in the backfield on tackles, is in the perfect spot to intercept a weakly thrown football. Boy, give the linebackers the credit there, Tim. The blitz, we talked about overloading one side or the other with some exotic blitzes. Hodge makes the play in the backfield. Bennett makes the play down the field.
You've mentioned Bennett a couple times now. He reads quickly and reacts. Really broke on the football. Here's your quarterback, Dungey, around the right side. Again, a big gainer. Down inside the 30. Denzel makes the tackle there. Pickup of 7. Let's go downstairs. Here's Roddy.
Hey guys, I talked to offensive coordinator Tim Lester for Syracuse, and he looked at me and said, hey man, I know your background. We've got some stuff in the game plan today that you're going to like. He was referring to this option that we've now seen twice. And guys, they look pretty good running it so far.
Yeah, Dungey is a guy that had 41 rushing touchdowns in high school, and you can see he's very adept at running the option play.
Play action, rolls right. Dungey with a nice fake. Throws on a run, just kind of flips it out there very confidently. Has it complete. And Strickland has his first catch of the game. Dante Strickland.
When you got a run game that's successful, little bootleg off the run game, and look at the patience now. He could have taken off and run, but he wants to get the ball to Strickland, another big-time freshman here, and he gets up the field for the first down. Nice patience and poise by the young quarterback, and a good job by Strickland, another true freshman out of New Jersey, to get where he's supposed to be in the pattern so his quarterback can get him the ball.
Look out, the orange in the red zone here. 1st down and 10. Twin receivers, Esteem and Ishmael to the right. The motion, the give, And this is the steam, and he's got speed, but can't get around the corner. Chased down by Lee.
Well, Marquel Lee, Tim, plays this perfectly. Jet sweep, get a steam with speed on the edge. Lee's having none of it. Excellent flow from the linebacker spot, gets out there and limits the gain to just about 1.5 yards, 2 yards. Excellent job by Lee. He was number 3 on his team in tackles as Dave Clawson's red zone offense, or I'm sorry, Syracuse red zone offense struggled. Both these teams struggled mightily in red zone offense.
Dungey, play action keeper. Spins his way inside the 20, but there's nothing there. Smelled out and played well.
Janvion, again, the safety comes up and makes a play. Janvion, Tim, you've mentioned his name about 3 or 4 times already. This time he's in the backfield and forces the play. The young quarterback has to pull it down, and now 3rd down. And these are 2 teams. We talked about how tough they had it last year on offense in the red zone. On the other side, their defenses were very good.
3rd down and 10. McFarland comes back into the ball game. Dante McFarland didn't play last Saturday, played 10 games last year. They slide him out of the backfield, but that ball's underthrown and poorly thrown, and they may get a flag here.
I think Dungey wanted to stop Ishmael with the throw, and they just were not anywhere near the same page.
Cole Murphy comes on for the field goal attempt. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. He's got a strong leg. 1 for 2 last week. His longest was 23. This one splits the sticks, and Syracuse is on the board. Scott Schaefer, his 3rd year in the ACC, looking for his 2nd straight win.
Well, a scoring drive, only 19 yards, and they were not able to punch it in, settle for the field goal. But that's a win for Wake Forest. Turn the football over that deep in your territory. Excellent job by Wake's defense. But Murphy, he's a guy, it's almost automatic when you talk about kicking. He throws the semifinalists. He popped it right through.
This is a high wobbling kick that will be down 2 yards deep. Our Carolina Ford keys to the game are
for Wake Forest. You got to play old. 21 freshmen on the field for Wake Forest. Dave Clawson wants them to grow up in a hurry. And for Syracuse, hard nose. That's what they talk about all the time around here. Play hard nose on both sides of the football. Scott Schaefer stresses that to the nth degree.
Let's see how John Wolford reacts after throwing a pick that led to the field goal. 1st down and 10 for the Demon Deacons. Going right back to the air, throws, has it complete. Hines out near midfield. They'll mark it at the 47-yard line.
Boy, what a nice job. And Jawari Hines, another freshman on the field, working the slot area. He's right here. Watch him work around the linebacker and then get in the hole. Does an excellent job. The linebacker tries to collision him. He's around him, presents his number. Excellent job. Let's go down to Roddy Jones.
Guys, we talked to Wake Forest head coach Dave Clawson. He said Jawari Hines was that dynamic slot, and you saw it on that play there.
1st down run by Robinson. Another big gainer. Robinson's longest of the day. He's out near the chains.
Well, we talk about the supporting cast around John Wolford, and frankly, it was not very good a year ago. And they've added a guy like Roddy's talking about in Jawari Hines that has the ability to be a game-type player, a game-breaker-type player. Now you got Serenay, the tight end, but you got perimeter players that can stretch that defense.
So Wake Forest rips off a 23-yard pass play and then comes back with a nice gainer here for 7. They get a short 8. 2nd down and 2. Robinson again tiptoes across the line and picks up the 1st. See where that mark is. It'll be close. He's got it. There, Franklin made the stop.
Robinson returns from a year ago, banged up a little bit. He's a sophomore out of Charlotte. He had the most carries last year, carried the ball 98 times for Wake Forest as they mixed and matched, tried to get different guys in there with Wolford in the backfield.
Coaches say Isaiah Robinson are very comfortable with him. They have some good young backs, but they're comfortable with Robinson to start this off. We'll also see Bell and Colburn, maybe even Wortham. Wolford going deep. Touchdown, Wake Forest. KJ Brent. A strike from John Wolford. 40-yard touchdown pass. Beat Wiggum and Sissom. Hit him in between.
Well, he took a big shot at the back end of that, and we'll show it to you. But how about the catch by Brent? Play action fake. We told you bootleg was coming. He does a good job of setting up. Took a shot right as he let it go. But how about the throw to Brent? The transfer out of South Carolina, right on the money between the corner and the safety on the post route. What a big time throw by Wolford.
Mike Weaver comes on for the extra point. And it's good. So we wanted to see how John Wolford would react to his interception. Comes back big.
That's not on board with that?
I like it. I like it. I'm all with you. I'm your partner. I've got your back. The scheme on the return, looks for a hold, gets a little one, slips through. Here's the give. Morris finds a hold. He's got the first down the sidelines, got a blocker, cuts it back outside, and goes down to the 46-yard line. Correction, 36-yard line, inside the 40.
But to get the cutback that Morris gets here is you got to have some push up front. You got to be playing on the opponent's side of the line of scrimmage, and that's what happens. The offensive line gets pushed. Morris gets to the backside. How about Steve Ishmael, number 8, the receiver, blocking 30 yards down the field. Let's go down to Roddy Jones.
Art, you talked about the push that the offensive line had on that play. I talked to center Rob Trudeau, and he said that as the offensive line goes, the team goes. And you saw right there, he opened up a big hole.
Motion, first down and 10. This is McFarland again. Thomas Brown with his second tackle of the game after a gain of 6.
Yeah, good to see Dante McFarland in the game. He's been banged up, did not play in the first game of the season. And he burst through there on a nice run. Javion, the safety, boy, he's been outstanding already in this game. We talked about how good these two defenses, Tim, are in the red zone. Wake, this 52% touchdowns given up, that was good for 24th in the country. Both these teams were outstanding in the red zone on defense.
You mentioned about McFarland. He's always played well against Wake Forest. 10 carries last year. Had an 86-yard run. Look at this. His team.
How about the play by Esteen? The center snaps the football over Dungey's head. Esteen is coming on the ghost play where you're faking the reverse. He happens to catch the football off the carry. Ball goes over Dungey's head. Little tip. Esteen's right there. I don't know. Jim Lesser may look at that and say, let's put that in.
Flea flicker from the center. That's the end of the first quarter, and a pretty entertaining one. Wake Forest 7, Syracuse 3. Otto playing big here. Carpe Deacon. We'll find out what's going on here as the game continues. They're young and entertaining. Strike! While we were away, they honored Dick McPherson, one of the true gentlemen and great coaches in college football. He's 7 weeks shy of his 85th birthday. May have lost a bit of his fastball, and hadn't won a game in this town in a quarter of a century. But they sure appreciate it.
Yeah, they
what
love
an ovation.
They really do. They love it. One of the great. That's one of the things about college football is the tradition that goes along with the game, and Coach McPherson is certainly that.
All right, as we start the second 15 minutes here at the Carrier Dome, Wake Forest leads Syracuse 7-3.
There's your quick stats. Very even. Both teams have been able to move the football. Now, can you cash it in? Wake Forest has a touchdown on the board. Can Syracuse put one on the board?
Third down and 8. Ball on the 22. Dungey throws. It's tipped. Looked like Chubb got a hand on it.
These are active linebackers. We heard Roddy talk about Chubb at the beginning of the game, and this is one of the really good players in the ACC when it comes to the defensive side of the football. Chubb's going to be on a little bit of a rush, a little must rush to kind of keep the quarterback in, sticks his hands in the air and bats the ball away.
Cole Murphy comes on for a 39-yard field goal attempt. Good snap, good hold. The kick is good. And it's a 1-point ball game. Oh, what a day here at Syracuse. Yesterday, sunny, temperature about 80. Today, a little bit of a rain, but that's not dampen anybody's spirits. Yesterday, we had an opportunity to go over and see the $13 million Ensley Athletic Center, also Plaza 44, a gathering area outside the Ensley Athletic Center where they will unveil those statues shortly. And we talk about Plaza 44. You know who that is, don't you?
Absolutely. The four guys that carry war 44 with distinction. Obviously, Floyd Little, the Express, Ernie Davis, and the big fella, maybe the best of all time, Jim Brown.
Don't stand next to him, though, when he's playing golf.
No.
He needs to concentrate.
That's right.
Had a great talk with Floyd Little, who was just in the booth here shortly ago. Armstrong downs it and bring it back out. First down, Wake at the 25. Tyler Bell checks in. This is his first carry. They love this guy. He's a freshman, 5'11", 205 pounds, and he can rumble.
Well, we just talked about Zaire Franklin. Excellent block by Justin Herron, the redshirt freshman tackle. 75 steps around a little full block, gets a good piece of Zaire Franklin, and then goes Tyler Bell. Look at the block by the redshirt freshman tackle there, Herron.
There's Bennett, chased him down and made the tackle from behind. First down and 10 at the 38. Wolford throws, picked off again. Second pick in the first half. This is Simmons. Donnie Simmons inside the 5. Touchdown, Syracuse. And Floyd Little loves it.
Well, whenever you get one of your big fellas, Donnie Simmons is a defensive end. It's a zone blitz, and Simmons drops out into coverage. You don't normally get these opportunities. Simmons steps out. Big pressure from Zaire Franklin through the middle, and the big fella's rumbling. He gets in the end zone. How about that? He says, feed me, give me some more.
A couple of Wake Forest interceptions last year, the difference in this game.
Yeah, in fact, a pick six a year ago by John Wolford kind of turned the tide. 2 defensive touchdowns for the Syracuse team a year ago against Wake Forest, and they get another one today.
Cole Murphy for the extra point. Yes, sir. And Syracuse 13, Wake Forest 7, 14:07 to play in the first half. 44 smiling. Matt Coburn will down it, bring it out to the 25.
10 points and what's the number?
44 seconds.
44 seconds.
44 is a big number here.
No question about it. Floyd Little, the Hall of Famer in both the NFL and the college football ranks, is standing along the sideline. A very active part of what goes on here at Syracuse, and he was cheering as Simmons ran in with a touchdown.
This is Hines, tries to get around the corner, can't get there. Great containment by the defense.
40 to safety.
Got there, yeah.
40 to safety. Tim flies up out of the secondary. Jet sweep again. Try to get Hines the football in space. A really good job by Courtney to come up and fill. Really good job up front too. Shepard, another freshman, was on the field, did a good job.
Loss of 4. Second down and 14 for Wolford. Bell stays in the backfield with him. Bell around the corner, look out. Cross midfield. Knocked out of bounds inside the 45. Chauncey Sissom knocked him out after a 24-yard gain.
Well, big mistake here by Corey Winfield, because this is zone coverage. He's got to stay outside. His leverage has got to stay outside the widest player for Wake Forest, and he gets outflanked. Good quick throw from Wolford to Bell in the flat, and Bell's up the sideline with no defender in front of him.
Good call by John Wolford. He switched sides, read the strength of the defense, went backside, got the first. Pumps, looks deep, going deep. 50-50 ball. Incomplete. It was intended for K.J. Brent, but good coverage by Julian Wiggum.
Well, Wiggum got enough of the football where Brent didn't make the play, but he had a chance at the end here. Wiggum's going to get the left hand in the air and bat it in the air, but look at Brent. He's still fighting to try to get there. Already has 1 big catch today for a touchdown, and he almost makes a circus catch here. Wiggum got just enough with the left hand.
Tried to pull a Lynn Swan on him.
Wow. Goal.
Second down and 10 for the Deeks. Again, he's got to hurry up. He's got a convoy. Look out. Hines. Inside the 5. Right at the 5, they'll mark it. A gain of 39.
Well, they caught Syracuse perfectly. Syracuse is coming with blitz at the jailbreak screen, so you want them to rush. Here comes Zaire Franklin. He's part of the blitz package. Wolford knows he's got exactly what he wants. He gets the ball to Hines quickly. All the Syracuse defenders are behind Hines, and really a touchdown-saving tackle by Wiggum here keeps Hines out of the end zone.
Franklin tattooed Wolford, but you don't mind taking him when you get down on the other end of it. Colburn comes into the ball game. He's your tailback. Not much. Hodge got there first.
Yeah, running right into the teeth of that defense. Excellent job. Boy, right at the end, last second, Rodney Williams had to get Wiggum out wide because Wake Forest had slipped the guy and was lying way out wide near the sideline. And a good job by Williams, number 6, the safety, to get Wiggum lined up properly. As you look at Wake Forest's offense, just really anemic a year ago, hoping to try to rectify that this year.
Second down and 6. Look out! Wolford. Touchdown. Deacons, 6 yards.
Boy, good job by Wolford. Jet sweep, has everything going towards the left side of the Syracuse offense, and really Ron Thompson, number 13's left on an island right here. Really no block. He just came down too hard, was not under control. Wolford keeps it off the jet sweep out the backside and shoves it in the end zone. Had a 70-yard touchdown run last week and a 5-yarder here.
Mike Weaver with the extra point. Good. Sneaks it just inside the upright. Well, we wanted to see these young quarterbacks. John Wolford so far. He has 2 picks, but he is the 2 biggest plays of the game. We'll be back after this word from your local ACC station.
There's Wake Forest scoring drive, and Tim, you and I were talking at the break. Wolford answering the call after the interception. This is back-to-back times he's thrown a pick and come back, and an excellent drive. 9 plays, 75 yards, and they shove it in the end zone.
Yeah.
It shows some poise. It also shows that he went through the mill last year and understands that, hey, I get to line up and play again on the next series.
Some guys can just swallow the apple and take the rest of the afternoon off. This is a reverse throwback. Avant. Crowd wanted another flag. Wisely, it's kept in the pocket.
Boy, reverse pass here, trying to get a steam on the deep ball, and I thought this ball had been let go so late, he wasn't going to get it off. But here you go, you got to get the reverse here, going to run the post behind, and the deep throw. Safety sucks up on the play action. But looking at the play,
boy, Steam had no chance.
Yeah, the ball a little underthrown. Golden was able to get there and make the play.
To me, that looks like good coverage on the last 2 plays. Man, McFarland is tattooed in the backfield.
Thomas Brown comes up and drops the hammer.
The junior's made a couple of those tackles. You've called his name a couple of times.
He came up with some bad intentions on this one now. Look at the shot he delivers on the play. Excellent hit on McFarland by Thomas Brown, the safety junior out of Evans, Georgia.
Loss of 2 sets up 3rd down and 12. Dungey looks over the middle and throws a flare, almost picked off. Well, that was a floater.
Well, that was one that almost looked like he changed his mind as he was coming through with the ball. This kid's got a big arm, but this one just kind of fluttered out. It looked like he kind of was indecisive as to when to let it go. Excellent protection up front. And you see Scott Schaefer visiting with his young quarterback, probably telling him right there, hey, it's 3rd and long. It's okay to punt. Let's not throw the ball to the other team. Take care of the football.
Zach Dansell thought he had an interception. The stud, boy, his eyes were wide open. Syracuse now 0 for 4 on third down conversions. Dixon punting. Hines is deep. This is a high tail wagger. Hines will take this all the way back at the 17. Call for a fair catch. 51-yard punt. Great hang time. 4.7 seconds. 8:11 remaining in the first half. 1-point game. All right, Katie, we've got 8:11 remaining in the first half here at the Carrier Dome. It's a 1-point game. Wake Forest leads Syracuse 14-13. Let's check in with Roddy, who has a little something about John Wolford.
Yeah, guys, I had a chance to talk to John Wolford during the week, and he said he actually likes to run. He did a lot in high school. Rushed for almost 1,000 yards at Bishop Kenny High School down in Jacksonville, Florida, senior year.
Well, they'll mix in the zone read for Wolford. Last week, he had a 70-yard touchdown, and it was on a scramble play. It was not a designed run. He just took off. But you start talking about his ability to run it, it's a mix-up. It's kind of a mix-in. He's not going to give you a steady diet of run for the quarterback position.
Tyler Bell picked up 2 yards. Corey Winfield with the tackle. It'll bring up 2nd down and 8. The ball on the right about the 19-yard line. KJ Brent and Lewis, the bottom of your screen. Wide tandem. They go back to the outside. Strickland breaks 1 tackle. Takes it out across the first down marker. Correction, that's Wade, Chuck Wade.
Well, you got to love the way John Wolford stands in and throws it. We've seen him take some shots to let this go. He's going to take a little play, little token fake, and then takes a big shot as he lets this go. And then he gets the ball to Chuck Wade. And this is one of those freshmen that Dave Clawson is extremely excited about. Over 1,300 yards receiving at Bishop Kenny in Jacksonville, Florida. Recruited that Florida area heavily, and they love what Wade's going to bring to the table.
Chuck Wade comes to the bottom of the screen this time. Picks up a tough 1 yard. That's it. The clock continues to move.
Nice job by Syracuse defensively. We talked about the linebackers for both these teams. Hodge again there for the tackle, number 33. He's been very active today, as has been Bennett. The other linebacker, Zaire Franklin, we mentioned. So both teams have 3 linebackers that run and hit. Wake Forest has all their timeouts. More than enough time. Just over 2 minutes to go here.
Wolford looks to the sideline. Rolls right, throws on the run, has it complete.
Ooh, a late flag, maybe targeting here.
KJ Brent made the reception, got up and walked immediately back to the huddle.
There is no foul on the play. 3rd down.
Okay, good job by the officials to get together and talk through it. Let's watch the flow out into flat. Let's see where the delivery. Big hit.
I don't know. He said he was leading with his shoulder, but it looks like hat to hat.
Yeah, that's pretty close. This is where Syracuse and Scott Schaefer, they like to do some stuff with the blitz package. Zaire Franklin right here, big-time blitzer out of linebacker spot.
Whole lot of trouble. Get the first down. Tremendous job by John Wolford to find Serenier.
Well, they anticipated blitz and they got their quarterback out of the pocket, did Wake Forest, and a good job by Wolford to get the ball out quickly in the flat. Pressure's coming, little bootleg off of the little play fake there, and a quick throw with Simmons breathing down his neck. Serenier makes a big catch in the flat for the first down.
First down and 10, the ball at the 43. 1:43 remaining in the first half. John Wolford, the quarterback, hands it straight ahead to Isaiah Robinson. Robinson down to the 40. He's tackled by Zaire Franklin.
This is where, as a play caller for Wake Forest, you're trying to manage the clock and still score. You want to take as much time off the clock, but certainly the goal is to score. So if you score on one play, so be it. But that's why the run game mixed in there, just to keep Syracuse honest and to milk the clock as well.
2nd down, they need 7. Wolford to throw, the quick out. He's got it. Again, it's KJ Brent.
Love the recognition of John Wolford, and where is the soft corner? Which corner is playing off? This time, Wiggum playing way off the wide side of the field. Excellent job of getting the ball to the outside to Brent. talk about soft corner. Look how far back he's playing off. Wolford sees that, just going to get it out quickly to Brent on the hitch route. He'll get as much as he can get and get out of bounds, not use the timeout.
That's Brent's 5th catch of the game. First down and 10, the ball at the 29. Play clock down to 3. Cortez Lewis makes the catch, 2 yards short of the first.
Wake will keep those timeouts in their pocket, get to the line of scrimmage, quick slant route, good job of getting to the inside, good quick throw by Wolford. 2nd and 2. Wolford looks, reads, throws, complete inside the 10. KJ Brent with his 6th catch of the day. Well, give the offense of Wake Forest a ton of credit.
There are his numbers. He's hit 9 in a row. Last week he went 20 of 27, 323 yards and 3 touchdowns. He's got 1 touchdown here today, but as Art said, he's got those 2 interceptions. 16 seconds left. Wolford looks to the corner. Timing pattern. Overthrown. 11.5 seconds left.
Trying to get the ball to Wade in the slot. Wade's lined up in the slot. Run the outside guy on a short route. Run Wade and let him fade to the corner. A lot of room to try to get him out there. He gets a safety. Draws Cordy the safety. Pretty well thrown ball, just out of the reach of Wade there on the deep fade route.
11.5 seconds left, Arch. They're going to go for the field goal now. They're not going to mess around with it. Mike Weaver comes on. This is a 27-yard attempt. Good snap, good hold. And it's good. And Wake Forest leads again.
Well, very competitive first half by 2 teams that are extremely young. There were some mistakes made, but both teams kept their poise, did an excellent job of setting up what looks like an excellent second half.
We talked about how young these teams are. Youth usually means inconsistency. We saw some of that, but you're right. We saw some high quality plays. Let's go down on the field, check in with Roddy Jones and the coach.
Coach, a couple of picks for John Wolford in the first half, but has continued to respond. What are your thoughts on his performance?
Again, we've played well, but we've given up 10 points off of turnovers. We had the pick 6, and then the other pick gave them 3 points. So we're moving the ball, but those 2 turnovers are the reason we don't have a bigger lead.
Now your defense has kept Syracuse out of the end zone. What are your thoughts on their performance?
I mean, they're playing well. We're bending and we're giving up plays, but we're not breaking. We're not giving up touchdowns, but I still think we're giving up too many yards. We misfit some runs, we misfit a zone, we misfit a zone read, and those became big plays for him, so we got to tighten down.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
You hear from Coach Clausen, not happy with the performance so far. Always got stuff to pick on. Isn't that right, Coach?
Oh, what a great day for football here at Syracuse at the Carrier Dome. They are some kind of enjoying this. This has been fun. We talked about how young these teams are, and youth usually is synonymous with inconsistency. We certainly had that, but we had some great talent plays as well.
Well, I think that's what both these coaches had impressed on us the last couple of days, was the fact that we're better talent-wise. Now, we're going to make some mistakes because we're green, but we're better across the field on both sides of the ball, and it's going to lend itself to making some plays.
Let's go down to Roddy Jones.
Coach, a lot of talk about the freshman quarterback coming into the week. Your assessment of his performance in the first half?
Well, wasn't as good as he wants, nor I, but he'll play better in the second half. I believe in this kid. I really do. I think we need to do a better job up front on first down, second down. We got a couple third downs where we didn't give him a good situation. So that's first and foremost. We're winning the turnover ratio. That's big. We got to continue to do that. We got to set him up. We'll try to put him on the move a little bit, and I got to come back to a little bit of that triple stuff too.
Thanks, Coach. I appreciate it. Guys, turnover ratio, put him in a better position. That's the motto in the second half.
Yeah, ball disruption is what they talk about here at Syracuse. They certainly did that. They batted some balls, intercepted 2, and those 2 turnovers led to 10 points and really have Syracuse in the game. You heard Dave Clausen lamenting that. He hated the fact they turned the ball over. But you look at the ball disruption, hurrying the quarterback, batting the football, contested catches, taking the ball away. All those things happen for Syracuse, and that's why they are in good position here. 4-point game going to the second half.
Boy, is this great today or what? We've got the old, we've got the new, we've got the 2 young coaches. We saw Dick McPherson, and now the second half is underway in a 17-13 ball game.
Yeah, this is an offense that averaged about 200 yards a game last year, already 234 in the air in the first half for this new revamped operation for the Demon Deacons.
This is Robinson, finds a little bit of a hole and tiptoes across the 30. It's a pickup of 7. Tackle made by Corny Winfield.
That's an area that's been tough sledding today so far for Wake Forest. They can get the run game going to match up with what Wolford's doing passing the football. They're really going to have Syracuse on their heels. Nice job by Robinson to find the crease and a really nice first down play.
2nd down and 3. Heard Roddy Jones talking to Dave Clawson at the end of the first half. Here's Hines. Picks up a first down. Dave Clawson talking about the turnovers, said, hey, we'd be winning by a whole lot more if we didn't have those turnovers. And the defense has to improve.
Well, that's coach, right? That's a coach that is going to push his team to be perfect. Obviously, that's the goal, and they were not that certainly by any stretch of the imagination, but they do have the lead, and they're doing a lot of good things. In fact, they picked up a first down here on the first 2 plays of the second half.
Cortez Lewis goes to the top of the screen. 1st down and 10. The out pattern is complete. Chuck Wade. Another first down for Wake Forest.
Well, what a nice complex of the throw here with Serenay running the sail route to the corner. When you look at the play action, Serenay is going to be right here. He's going to run the corner, and you're going to get the clear out right there. Freeze it right here, guys. Safety biting up right here, going to throw in behind right there. Excellent job.
Gain of 23. Mentioned this in the first half, but Wolford and Wade went to the same high school. They were mates back then at Bishop Kenny. Wake Forest using a lot of clock this half.
Both these teams have talked about how they want to possess the football, want to get something out of it, but they want to take time off the clock.
Syracuse shows blitz. They get back in time. That ball is complete to Lewis. Taps his feet, goes out of bounds, stops the clock with 3:24 to play in the 3rd.
2 guys that'll do battle for the next couple of years. Dowell's the corner, 15, going against 15. Cortez Lewis, a redshirt freshman from Alabama. Those 2 guys are going to see each other quite a bit over the next couple of years.
Absolutely. You know, there is young and there is young.
15 of the offense. 15-yard penalty, 2nd down.
Cortez Lewis made the catch, stepped out of bounds, and then catches a flag for 15. Unsportsmanlike.
He wasn't overly demonstrative at the end of the route. Let's see what happens here if he says something. Oh, he took a little shot at Wayne Morgan, the corner. Yeah, Wayne Morgan, the corner, standing there, and he just kind of pushed him. Official standing right there looking at him.
Says, come on, ref, 15 guys in orange, and I throw the elbow, and I get caught. 2nd down and 17 now, so that changes things dramatically. Wolford in a whole lot of trouble, throws it away. Donnie Simmons coming hard again.
Here's Ron Thompson with the spin back to the inside, but it's Donnie Simmons who flushes John Wolford out of the pocket. So those 2 defensive ends we talked at the top about, Tim. Simmons, who has the interception return for the touchdown, and Thompson, who has a sack today, are both very active right now.
So Demon Deacons need 17 yards on this 3rd down. The ball at the 46. Push it up the middle with Tyler Bell. Bell's got it across the original line of scrimmage, but not close to the first down.
Well, a little bit close to the vest by Dave Clawson there in Wake Forest, but you understand why, as Zaire Franklin a little late getting up, but he runs off the field. He's okay. You understand it because they're playing well defensively, and Syracuse has not been able to convert on 3rd down, so try to pin the Syracuse offense deep. They'll play defense.
Miles Canova, he'll try to pooch this thing inside the 20, give that defense an opportunity. 2:33 to play in the 3rd quarter. 17-13, Wake Forest leading this ball game. End over end kick. Be taken at the 10. Grizzly Esteem, fair catch at the 10, mark it at the 11. Here comes the pressure. Oh, and look out, what a catch. This is Grizzly Esteem, and he is at the 30, at the 20, at the 10. Say so long, Grizzly Esteem. What a pass by Eric Dungey.
Well, these are the kinds of plays that really good players make, but your offensive coordinator saying, no, 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 don't. Yes, that was a great play. Because that was a freshman trying to make a play that's an extremely good athlete with a big arm, and I'm not sure you wanted him throwing up that late over the middle, but Esteem came back to his quarterback.
89 yards. Oh, Murphy's extra point is good. And it's a 3-point game with 2 minutes left in the third.
Well, let's take a look at Dungey trying to keep this play alive, because he's got pressure, does an outstanding job of staying alive. Now the late throw over the middle, and give Grizzly Esteem a ton of credit. He comes back to the football, which is what you're taught as a receiver when you first start playing receiver. Watch him work back to the ball. He sees it's underthrown, he's going to gear down, work back to the ball, and then really a poor play by Galden, the corner, as he does not make the tackle. You've got to make the tackle when you're one-on-one in that situation.
All right, Roddy, third longest passing play for a touchdown in the history of Syracuse. They're on their feet in the Carrier Dome. Isaiah Robinson back in the ball game for Wake Forest. They fake it to him. Wolford escapes 2, can't get by the third. Barciniga got there to him and makes the tackle.
Bringing the corner blitz, Corey Winfield is coming on the corner blitz, number 11. Here's Simmons with the pressure off the right. He floats away, but see number 11 who's thrown to the ground there. That was a corner blitz coming off that side, so good pressure. And we talked about how Syracuse will come from everywhere. They certainly do it.
Second down and 13. Here they come again. Simmons, Bennett. Well, they can throw before he was set.
Again, they have the screen on, and it looks like they've got something set up, but this time they're going to come with pressure here and try to set the screen up out here. See, there's the screen to the outside, but a good job of getting the left hand on it. It looked like Paris Bennett got a left hand on the football.
They take it up a notch. Deafening in here. Backside pressure. Wolford steps up, throws. How about that throw? How about the first down? Cortez Lewis made the catch and got the first.
Well, came with zone blitz pressure, so that means you're obviously playing zone behind, but trying to overload the protection to one side. Wolford stands in there again with Ron Thompson right in his face and throws a frozen rope to the sideline. And a good job by Lewis to squeeze it, and then the presence of mind. He was short of the first down when he caught it, get up the field and move the sticks.
Wolford's going to see Thompson and Simmons in his sleep tonight. First down and 10. Here they come again. Cortez Lewis bobbled it, incomplete. That's another well-thrown ball, though.
Well, and Lewis has been really sure-handed on these little sideline routes. This is an out route just to have a nice, solid first down play to put you in a good down and distance situation. Lewis has caught all those. This one, he just did not concentrate and squeeze the football.
KJ Brent goes out to tandem with Lewis, top of the screen. Second down and 10. Play action. And a flag comes in This may be a late hit on Wolford.
Simmons and Raymond.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. On the defense. Number 50. 15-yard penalty. First down.
Raymond, Simmons were back there meeting at the quarterback, and number 50, John Raymond, the senior. Oh, he got the late hit. Yeah, the hit afterwards. Simmons was clean, but then he kind of pushed him into Raymond, and Raymond kind of casually dropped that shoulder. And at 310 pounds, when he drops a shoulder, you know about it.
Gives him a first down at the 47. Wolford now with a little breathing room. See if he can put Syracuse on their heels a little bit. Oh, it's a dangerous pass, and it's almost picked off. He never came off Brent. His eyes were locked on Brent from the get-go. And Wiggum saw it, read it, closed on it, and almost had the pick.
Boy, that's an excellent call, Tim. His eyes were all over Brent. Wiggum's closing from that deep corner spot. What happens to Wolford is he's waiting for Brent to clear the safety who's in that invert area in the flat, and it allowed Wiggum to close with his eyes.
Second down and 10. You got the feeling Wake Forest needs something badly here. Final 31 seconds of the third quarter. That ball hit the ground. Winfield knocked it up in the air.
Now Winfield going to knife the inside. Now he takes away the outside. Now good leverage. Now come across. Got the right hand in there. Did an excellent job of knocking the ball out. And sometimes as a receiver, you can't angle up the field. That opens the door for the corner to undercut you. If he stayed on that 45-degree angle, may have had a chance.
Big old Stephen Clark said he got the interception. But obviously it hit the ground. He picked up the deflection. He's the freshman out of Alabama. Arab, Alabama.
Syracuse showing man coverage.
Third down. Backside pressure again. Look out. That's it. Third sack on Wolford.
Big Ron Thompson again. Tim, as he comes off the edge, this time not from the blind side. They get him on the front side. And Ron Thompson has been tough to block today.
A loss of 9, and Syracuse is swarming and raking.
We talked about the redshirt freshman tackles, and this has been a nice baptism by fire. They've got a really good pass rusher in Thompson. Simmons as well.
And that'll bring us to the fourth quarter. The end of the third ends with a flurry from Syracuse. The Orange 20, Wake Forest 17. It's a party at the Carrier Dome. The Orange trying to squeeze Wake Forest. Our stats through three quarters are brought to you by the North Carolina Education Lottery.
Well, Syracuse still 0 for 6 on third down, but they have the big play to Brisley Esteem, and that has them on top right now.
We enter the final 15 minutes here at the Carrier Dome. Syracuse leading Wake Forest 20-7.
Boy, the time of possession right now, Wake Forest has had the ball for 15 minutes, 30 seconds longer than Syracuse has.
Alex Kittle punted away. Brisley Esteem standing at his 13-yard line. And here they come. Little rugby style kick, end over end. They avoided the rush. Esteem with a fair catch. 4.3 hang time, 41-yard punt. Jordan Fredericks comes into the ball game for the Orange. Freshman running back, very talented. Instead, it's Dungey with the keeper. He picks up 9.
He had a good job by Dungey to get on the ground. There's some of the veteran leadership that you get from a guy like Dungey, understanding, hey, I got to stay on the field. I got to get on the ground. I got a big fella coming to hunt me. Good job of running 9 yards on that zone read play.
This time they do give it to the back, and Fredericks carries it for the first down. Across the 25. They'll mark it at the 27.
There's the Gatorade New York State Player of the Year in 2014, Jordan Fredericks, Lawrence High School in Inwood, New York. Big-time players. Brandon Chubb, another big timer, comes across to make the tackle.
So they place the ball at the 28. First down and 10. He's a good-looking back. Jordan Fredericks, 5'10", 205-pound freshman. Chubb with the tackle. Let's go down to Roddy with more on Chubb.
Guys, I talked to Brandon Chubb earlier this week, and the thing that he talked about the most and he was most passionate about was finishing in the fourth quarter. He said that he worked tirelessly over the course of the summer, the strength and conditioning, to make sure that he did his part. He pointed to the Clemson game in particular, at a game they had a shot in the fourth quarter but didn't pull it out. They're going to look to pull it out here as they're in the game late in the fourth.
26 consecutive starts for Brandon Chubb. He's a finisher.
2nd and 7. Ball's loose. Boy, the defense is swarming. Jordan Fredericks.
Well, Fredericks scoops the ball
to him, and he got the fumble.
Yeah, the ball was knocked out. Fredericks scooped it up and saved the day, really, for Dungey. Dungey takes a monster hit from behind. Let's take a look at the pressure from Wake Forest. Just a big hit from the backside. It's the corner, Brad Watson, who comes off the backside on the corner fire. You can see him right there. Nobody accounts for him in the protection. And a big hit on Dungey.
He was pumping deep, looking for the deep ball. 3rd down and 10, ball with the 29. Dungey rolls out of there again. Throws over the linebacker. And over the nickelback, Zach Wary. Kendall Moore with the completion in the first down.
Good job of keeping the play again by Dungey, because really good job of coverage down the field by Wake Forest, but good protection, gets a little bit pressure, he floats to his outside, and it just finds Kendall Moore, the tight end, who had gotten free along the sideline. But good awareness by Dungey to keep the play alive.
Zach Wary, the nickel back, was in that zone. Did a great job just to float it over his head to get the completion. That's a broken play. And Dungey pays the price. And it's a loss of 1.
Well, you're going to have, we talked about young players and getting the snap and doing those kind of things. You're going to have some mistakes when young players play, but you're also going to have plays like Dungey made to Esteem that come out of nowhere. So got to live with some of that. They got to clean some of that up as they move forward in their ACC schedule.
Brandon Chubb, Markel Lee combined for 210 tackles last year. The 2 linebackers for Wake Forest. Here's Dungey, looks, fires a dart, has it complete. Look out. See you later. Ishmael's gone. Ishmael for the touchdown. Brad Watson with a missed tackle. Yards.
Well, this was a laser throw. This is more on the corner than it is on the safety. Watson doesn't take any steam out of Ishmael on the release, and what a good read by the young quarterback to see that Ishmael had gotten a clean release. No way the half safety's going to get there, and he put it on him with a big-time throw.
Ishmael's first catch of the day, and the extra point is good. How about Eric Dungey playing high school ball this time last year? Now he's throwing darts in the Carrier Dome. The rain has moved into Syracuse, New York. Started late this morning. Now the wind is picking up a little bit outside, but we are in the comfort of the Carrier Dome. Here's the touchdown.
Take a look at this. Need to get a jam here. This safety's got to play this half of the field. If you don't take a little starch out of Ishmael, it's an easy throw. No way the safety can get there in time. An excellent job by Ishmael to get away from the jam, but really a good job by the young quarterback to recognize Ishmael had gotten a clean release and there's no way the safety could make the play.
Ishmael's first catch of the day. Armstrong's going to return it. John Armstrong's got a blocker, tries to cut back inside, still on his feet. And out close to the 35. We'll see where he stepped out of bounds. Then the punt, just a smart play. Took away any chance of a return. This ball is skipped on the ground by Brent.
You know, when you look at Wolford, Tim, he went 12. We were talking about 12 of 13. Since then, 1 for 9 throwing the football is John Wolford. And give the front four a ton of credit because they have put a ton of pressure on him. I think it's changed his thought process, certainly the speed with which the ball's been coming out.
Second down and 10. Quick pass to the outside. And that's well done. Completed to Tyree Harris. His second reception of the season.
And that's a good throw, too, working against Wayne Morgan. But a good job of shooting it out there to Harris on an out route versus bump and run coverage.
It's the only thing he had, and he paid the price. Isaiah Robinson on the little safety valve.
And he got introduced to Wayne Morgan. The junior corner came up and dropped the hammer on him. Zone coverage. Morgan playing the flat. Kuss comes up and lays the wood to knock the ball out. Just excellent job of doing your job. He had the flat area. They tried to move him out of there with the route out of Tyree Harris, but no, he played his responsibility, came up and made the big hit.
Fourth down and 2, 4:38 to play. Wake Forest down 10. They've got to go for it. That's going to be against Wake Forest.
Ball start. Offense. Number 63. 5-yard penalty. Fourth down.
Dylan Intiman.
And that turns the play call a little bit. Now 3rd and 7. Let's see if Syracuse is willing to heat him up again with pressure or if they'll play coverage.
4th down and 7 now, so you're right, it does change the complexion.
Doesn't change Syracuse, though. They're going to show you that exotic looks. 3 guys outside the right tackle.
And here they come. He sees them.
They ran a stunt with these 3 last time and got pressure on Wolford.
Throws a strike, gets the first. They move the chains. Flag down in the backfield.
Holding on the offense. 75. Half the distance to the goal. Replay. Fourth down.
That's Justin Haran.
Well, we talked about those 3 guys outside Haran's left shoulder and what kind of stunt are they going to run. This time they come in straight at him. See, they really kind of sorted out perfectly. And rushing right at him is Hodge, but he just tackles Hodge as Hodge gets to his edge. And really a good job by Wolford to stand in there and cut it loose on 4th and 7 in his own 10-yard line.
Boy, Wake Forest really threw the 2 interceptions to keep Syracuse in the game and now hurting themselves with penalties.
Well, Dave said yesterday, we talked to him, we need to play old. We can't play young as we are, and that's a redshirt freshman makes a mistake deep in his own territory when they didn't need it. They've had a couple of mistakes by youngsters.
Grizzly Esteem now standing at the 35 to take this punt. This will go out of bounds. It'll stay in Syracuse territory. Had him on the little wheel. McFarland inside the 20, down to the 14-yard line.
You know, I don't want to overblow the ability of what Eric Dungey's done today, but it really needs to be watched. Here's the McFarland going to go up the sideline right here, but watch Dungey keep the play alive. He's got edge pressure, float. Now the back clears, he gets him the football. Those are little innate things that you just don't teach a guy that this kid's got. I'm looking forward to watching his career unfold here at Syracuse.
First down, and they need 18, or first down from the 18, rather. That'll take it down near the 10 times such a big factor here. McFarland, the carrier. Ball down on the 12.
No, this is a game that Wake's going to kind of shake their head and say, what happened? You know, because it's been a couple of big plays. And been, Dungey's made a couple plays out of his own end zone, and let's go down to Roddy Jones.
Yeah, Dave, just going off what you said, Coach Clausen said last year the Syracuse game was one of the most disappointing games. They gave the game away. He felt like similar feelings here today.
Yeah, no question about it. Left side, Dungey dives for the pylon. No signal yet.
Dungey going for a little highlight play here. He's along the sideline. Remember, he was a high jumper in high school. Boy, I didn't see him step out of bounds. He was trying to break the plane with the football.
They marked it at the 1.5.
I didn't see him step out of bounds. Now, there's officials standing right there, and they were pretty quick to mark it.
And this would just put a lock and seal on this game. There's McFarland over the left side. No signal. He'll get down close to the goal line.
Great play. That interior Wake Forest defense looked like Lee, number 8, the linebacker, was there. Yarberry, 92. Banks, 40.
26,670 fans here at Syracuse were entertained by this orange team today. Final 2:03 of this ball game.
You don't want to work the clock. It's only second down. I would assume that this is McFarland again.
Throw into the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
And with the bootleg play, had Moore in the back corner of the end zone. Just put a jump ball up for his 6'5" tight end. He couldn't pull it down.
And the junior from Chicago certainly had a chance at it. He's 6'5". They were going for the mismatch guy. Went up and got his hands on it.
Watson does a good job at the corner, getting in good position, elevating and getting the ball out with his right hand. So good job by Syracuse to stay at home on the boot. I'm sorry, by Wake Forest staying home on the boot defensively.
3rd down and goal. Touchdown McFarland. No, he didn't get in. Good fake. Got me.
Running the zone read does a good job, and Wake Forest will burn a timeout here as Eric Dungey's able to get it inside the 5. But good job by Wake Forest to force a field goal probably here.
A little bit of a giveaway when McFarland started looking back over his shoulder. Cole Murphy from 20 yards. Oh, that's a nice stand by the defense. And the little short bunt taken, or kick taken at the 30. 1:46 to play.
When you talk about turning the football over, was something that Wake did 21 times a year ago, and here today. Did you play old? They did not. 2 interceptions, 1 for a touchdown. The 6 penalties, only 3 penalties a week ago, and then the 2 big plays, the 2 long touchdown passes. We wanted to eliminate the big play.
And Wolford goes down again. 4th sack of the afternoon. Antoine Cordy with the sack.
Cordy Benum going to be a fun guy to watch for Syracuse as well. He's a guy that is listed as a safety, but he's got corner size, 5'9", about 180. He's got great speed, can run.
Throw it to the outside to Wade. Up to the 35-yard line. You know, Wolford had those picks, but then he had long stretches. He went 9 straight completions. He's shown flashes. He's running for his life.
Well, he probably got away. The 2 young tackles might have gotten away with a couple of holds there. They've been relentless up front. Have Donnie Simmons and Ron Thompson. 51 Simmons, Thompson 13, have been relentless coming off the edge. And you talk about Wolford and what happened, because he had stretches where he was very good. I thought the defensive front, in particular the 2 edge players, Simmons and Thompson, changed the complexion of the game with how hard they were rushing, and it changed the timing dynamic for John Wolford in the game.
Oliver Vigil got in that chase as well. 4th down, they need 4. Wofford steps up, fires a dart, has the 1st down. Chuck Wade out near midfield, will be about 3 yards short of the midfield stripe.
his high school teammate. Probably has a pretty good idea where Wade's going to end up.
First down and 10 at the 48. Wofford throws over the middle, has another completion. This one to Wade again.
Just rushing 4. Syracuse has kind of gotten out of the rush type look.
27-yard pickup.
Wake Forest was thinking about themselves, certainly on offense, and I think it did change the quarterback.
Young John Wolford's going to be sore tonight. Throws into the corner. His third pick of the afternoon. Corey Winfield makes the interception.
Corey Winfield had a big play last week, an interception return for a touchdown, and so back-to-back weeks, the sophomore from St. Louis comes up with an interception to seal the game.
His second interception of the young season.
He's going to throw the fade route, try to put Terrace up the bat, but good position by Winfield all the way. Played that inside leverage, found the football, high pointed it. And now this is your favorite formation if you're the team winning. Your victory formation, get to take a knee and burn the clock.
Final 10 seconds, the celebration has begun here at the Carrier Dome.
Two coaches have a lot to look up to now. They've got young players. We've talked about them all day long, but I think both those coaches understand that there's a ways to go. They're nowhere near where they want to be, but they got some young players that are going to start making a difference for both schools.
What an exciting afternoon of football. Let's go back to Charlotte, check in with the studio with Katie.